Hey, Brad.
There.
Marcelo.
Marcelo.
We're live on Journey.
Trip Digital Radio presents LA Style Magazine. Tis the time. Marquita Monet and Trisha Love. What's going on?
Hey guys.
We back in it.
I haven't seen you guys in a long
Who
time.
are you?
Oh my gosh.
We
It's
took
like a
off last week.
hiatus. It's like a
We
hiatus.
took off last week, but we're here.
We back.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You guys, how was your vacation?
It was nice.
Nice.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. It was very, very surreal.
Eventful. Yes.
Eventful. That's good.
Yes.
It's perfect.
I know what Tiz has been up to. I talk to him every day.
Nobody likes it.
How about you, Trisha Love?
Okay.
You been
So,
good?
like that.
Good. We're in April, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good.
Trisha's back.
Trisha's back.
Yep.
She don't even know it yet right now.
That's our girl.
All right, so we're gonna bring in our next guest. Trisha Love, can you do that for us?
Of course, I'd be thrilled.
Okay.
We have with us Darius Marcellin.
Darius
Let's give it up for Darius
Marcellin. What's
Marcellin.
going on?
What's up, guys?
Man.
Nice for having me. Thanks for having me.
I know there's like a particular twist, like to saying your last name because of your like native tongue. So
My
how do you?
native Trinidadian
Yeah.
tongue.
So
Yes.
how do you say
Big
it
up.
like you would?
It's Marcellin.
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 So y'all talk about my voice. I'm telling you, that one right there.
Oh, man.
That's what I want right there, man.
The Sunday
I'm
evening.
winning.
You
I'm
really
going
shake 'em up.
everywhere winning. My name is Darius Marcellin. Everything come on. This is
Exactly.
great. Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
Exactly.
I like that,
Oh,
man.
man.
That island voice. I like that.
Hey, Island to
Welcome.
California.
And he's here. I mean, I know you're Trinidadian, but you represent New York as well,
Yeah,
right?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
Well,
What it do?
you probably can tell people here from New York.
We
So
like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
No, it's not New York.
Yeah,
It's
Trisha's right on the
New
other
York.
side. Queens
York.
represent.
Hey.
Yeah,
Thank you.
LaGuardia
Represent
Hospital.
London
where I was
Boulevard
born.
represent.
Hey, South Rosen Park.
Yo.
I feel so left out.
South
I don't
Rosen
know.
Park.
Oh,
South Rosen Park.
There you go.
That's
Well, I'll give you a
what-
Yankee hat.
That's what
I'll-
set you claiming.
Let's get a Yankee hat.
Yes, you
Thank
need
you,
something
thank
like
you.
that. Yes. Straight out of Compton, where we from?
Okay, you know it's New Orleans. You guys are gonna stop it. And I was raised in Houston. Enough is
I'm
up.
just back.
Well, let's get into these questions,
Yo.
man. You know,
Yeah.
let's
I mean, this young man got a lot of stuff going on, so we got to get into this. Trish, what you got to talk
Yeah.
about?
So Darius, tell us, how long have you been in LA from New York?
All right, I moved here. I call it 23 months ago. So I keep it by months. Sounds crazy, but it sounds a little bit like more detailed by
Yeah.
saying months. So next month will be my 2 years in LA.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
welcome to the sunny
Okay.
side.
Yes, yes.
So at what point will you say like 36 months or 3 years?
I feel after 2 years, I'll call it 2
Yeah.
years. I've been in LA for 2 years. You know,
Okay.
get my residency card.
There
Nice.
you go. There you go.
Love it. So you were born in New York.
Born in Trinidad and Tobago, and I moved to New York as a teenager. Yeah.
Oh.
With the big dreams and aspirations, you know.
Got it. So how was that transition? Did you have family already in New York, or was
Yeah.
that journey like coming?
Yeah,
from Trinidad?
actually, my mom moved out there first, and the journey first coming to New York was a little bit tough. You know, I didn't had no clue what America was like. So I was coming there for college and to play soccer, and I was like, all right, well, I'll get a job somewhere, not knowing that it's so tough to get a job. So we cleaned homes at first, and we worked our way up, and then
You worked with your mom.
yeah, we worked together initially
Aw,
coming to
Darius.
New York.
Awesome.
How was the hustle?
How long did you do that?
Did that for like maybe my first 3 months, you know,
Yeah.
while I was a freshman in college. You know, we drive out to New Jersey and, you know, clean homes and stuff. And it was humbling, but that's how we ate. And then just got involved in the nightlife scene and bounced up my boy DJ Janie at the clubs in Marquee and stuff like
Indeed,
that.
indeed, represent.
Yeah. And
That's how you guys met.
Yeah, I've seen this dude around. And my test was, okay, we work for the same company. This guy by the name of Rich Thomas, which we know, he was our best friend.
Rich Thomas,
Not
man.
really, but yeah. We had that moment.
Yeah. So just evolved and took the nightlife scene in New York. And 10 years later, I moved out here. So I worked the nights. A lot of people know me from the New York night scene.
Okay.
And then my last year in New York, I was getting onto a couple of TV shows and just something came over me, told me leave my comfort zone take everything, pack up, move to LA. And the Tower Group was just opening up this building and everything like that. So it was an opportunity for me to transition a little bit more comfortably, you know, instead of waiting tables like everybody else. I was able to bring some of my club contacts and everything across to LA and build up from there. And then worked really hard on starting with getting the agent, manager stuff. And lucky to say I've in the 23 months, I've booked 4 films, over 2 national commercials, 15 modeling and 10 gigs.
Awesome.
I'm on GQ magazine this month.
And you used to clean houses with your mom.
That's what's up.
That's very
That's
good.
beautiful.
That's a great
Mama
story.
Nicole.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
What'd you say mom's name was?
Nicole.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Shout out
Shout out to
Nicole.
Mama Nicole.
Hey,
Mama
Darius, look,
That's it.
I'm not impressed. That's what New York do.
That's what we do.
That's what we
Better
do out here.
represent.
I'm doing this and not even from New York. Y'all
Why you
just
gotta
make
kill
me
the
feel
vibe though,
bad.
man? We had a good vibe,
Yo,
man. That's
man.
good
That's
stories,
what we
man.
do. That's what we do. We know in New York there's no like,
It's like, I'm not impressed.
there's no
I
in New
just-
York. It's you get it done.
This is you too,
You
man. But
better boss up.
this is for the others.
New York
It's for the
fires
others.
up
Right,
here.
No, but I mean that's an awesome story, you know, and a great inspiration for people. You know what I'm saying, to come from that, because you know not a lot of people know what it is to grind out there.
Right.
And when you come over here, you know you're with your moms, you're cleaning houses. That's humbling. You know that's
Right.
real humbling.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you still got enough fire to go out there and make it work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
big up, Steve.
Oh, man,
Much
bless.
love. Much
Bless.
love.
Exactly. And a lot of
Blessings.
people don't tell it. A lot of people have those experiences
Oh, yeah.
and do those
And
things,
hold
but they
it
don't
down.
tell it.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't say
Mhm.
no.
No, it took a lot for me to even tell the story. You're right, you know, and it's a lot to tell your story. And,
Yeah.
I'm actually in 2 weeks dropping my YouTube page, and it's literally telling the story of somebody coming from wherever you are to Los Angeles. And I mean, I don't have a Michael B. Jordan career, but as much as I know, I'll tell everybody. And I mentor and I tell every single person that comes to LA. They call my phone. 2 people called my phone today, and I was like, look, this is what you do to get a job. This is what you do. This is where you look at. And as Denzel said, each one teach one.
There
you know
you
what
go.
I mean?
There
So,
you go.
That's
as soon as everything I know, I give back to everybody I know. So that's what my page is. And it's called 1,000 Failures on YouTube, and
Say that one more time.
1,000 Failures.
1,000 failures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That'll be in like 2 weeks. Dropping that on YouTube. So
Hey,
look
so-
out for it.
All right, man. We're definitely gonna push that out. Let people know.
I'm curious why failures.
Failures because on social media, on TV, we see a lot of people who, in my field as an artist, people who book jobs and people post when they book jobs, and the majority failure to me, I'm really comfortable with failure. Like failure is like something I'm really cool with. I can accept, and every time I fail, I know I'm getting a little bit closer to success.
Wow.
You know, so some
Great
failure
outlook.
is something I'm really calm with. Like I go into a lot of auditions, not planning to fail, but planning to do better than I do, or set a goal, or set something that I know that when I come out from there, I've done my part, and as well as I know that even if I don't get the job, I learned something.
Right.
You know, so yeah, that's what failure means to me. Failure is like something I like, and I don't look forward to, but I accept with a smile. So yeah.
But yeah, each failure that you have brings you on the next step closer to that goal.
Correct.
And that's what you take away from that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then that success becomes even better.
Right.
So in your first few failures, did you get emotional? Like was there a period where you were like, man, nobody's picking me? You know, was it like that for you? Your first?
Yeah, you feel like, especially like, I would just give you the acting role, and the acting role is like, if no one's picking you, sometimes you question your skills, your abilities. You know, for me, I put on a American accent when I read script or like I do stuff. You know, so I'm like, should I just do it in a this accent, or I have to worry about that? Sometimes I worry about. I'm like from New York, so we get really emotional too. So it's like, did you do too much? But then eventually, and I listen to a lot of mentors on podcasts every day. So I learn like, man, it's just your take on everything. And if the job is for you, the job is for you.
Yeah,
you know,
great.
the right people will see it, you know. So I never like look down on that or anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't remember the feelings of the first failures, but I do remember when I booked like my first national job, it was like last May. I did a commercial for Lexus. I was the only driver on there. And I looked across and I saw like some big, so I saw actors I've seen before and big models. And I'm like, we're in a callback. It's maybe like 50 of us. And I looked down and I was like, wow, I just even being around these people, like, it's just like all good looking black guys, you know? So it's like, you feel like you come from where beyond and you're like, oh my God, no, there's tons of me, you know?
Right.
Like only one person with my soul. So I know like I got that for me.
That's right, Darren.
You know, I got that for me. So the guy comes out and he's like, they're giving instructions, but all these dudes, I feel like they're so like confident and they're just talking. He was like, you got to do this with your face. Don't be too big. So I was like, all right. So I just started practicing it and I got in the room and just give them what they give. And when they called me, I was like, wow, like somebody wants me. Now, after you get the first one, then the world is yours.
And it's infectious too. And it's a little contagious.
The world is yours.
Now you want more.
Tiz. He can relate to that.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
That's one of the best feelings, man. When you sit there and they call you and you sitting there looking around like, what? You don't got me. Me. It was just in there with him. This will work, man.
Exactly.
I'm winning. So
exactly,
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. That's really cool, man.
So that's an awesome project that you're working on, launching this YouTube channel. On that note, are there any other projects that you're working on?
As a matter of fact, this week I got casted in this movie called The Swing of Things.
Hey.
Luke Wilson. I have a scene with Olivia Culpo this week. So it's a couple of actors that'll be big. And then I'm doing a BET movie, Bridesmaids. I'm doing that movie this week as well too.
Yay!
So that to me was just like, wow, you know.
So are you union or non-union?
I am union.
Definitely. All that.
SAG? Okay.
Oh yeah, he did a national, man. So that's all.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That was all.
You got your 3 vouchers there, son. Okay.
No, it was crazy because I did a vision board. I never did anything like this in my life. I did a vision board, had it up there, and everything was just coming through on it. You know, like I came across it non-union. Yeah. And the first place I lived was opposite the SAG building.
Okay.
Right? I had that there, and it was on. I was to be SAG. Man, I booked that commercial. I had a Men's Health magazine. I made Men's Health magazine. I had booked one job every month. I booked one job every month.
That's powerful.
If I show you the supplement stuff, it's insane, man. So some of the stuff I manifested and just saw it every single day, and I believed in it. Right. I could actually achieve it by somehow. Yeah. And I don't even know how it happened. I'm still trying to figure out how this all works.
Darius, I'll tell you how it happened. It's a New York swag.
Okay.
I got it for Harlem Shake.
Hey, it is.
I'm not impressed. Yo, but tell me this. So who were you with? Who was your first casting company when you were non-union?
A guy by the name of Chris Giovanni, his management company.
Okay.
Picked me up. The second I reached LA, I opened the door and I just went out to meet people. I left my bags down. I didn't do anything. Went to meet every single person I know, met people, and I emailed 200 managers and agents.
You faithful.
Every single day, man. I felt only one person hit me back, for a meeting, and that's not even guaranteed in a meeting. And I through the meeting, I got that, and he helped me like formulate my career as in, okay, you need to change these shots a little bit. You're too New York. He's just too serious. You're in LA now. Let's do some commercial stuff, in that kind of way, and just shape me up a little bit, like clean me up, go to these classes. These are more, in New York, I studied under Susan Batson, and she's like top notch in New York. But it's here, it's like you take it back a little bit. It's like, all right, this is how you audition, do this, and you kind of. Right. I learned some of that stuff here.
Did you do any theater in New York?
I did some shows, but I didn't get to do any Broadway stuff or anything like that. So not
like some off Broadway.
Off.
No, I did it too, man. I did the same thing.
Off.
But I only asked that because within the acting world, I consider, for me personally, like being in that space was just that was the real work. So like when I came here from New York, they didn't have a lot of theater. Right. So it's like where's the work? I mean, where's the grind? Where's the grit? You know, but they didn't really have that. So whenever I meet somebody who's in it, it's like, look, that is the craft.
Right.
You
That
go
is
in there, you go in there and you do your craft. We get in that black box. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I just finished a play. I did my first play in LA, Pandora's Box, this weekend. It was in North Hollywood.
awesome.
And it was just, as you said, it was just being on the space, being there live, and just just giving your soul out. It was just like, I'm here to perform. And if I get paid, I'm happy.
Was that the director parenthesis, or who is the director of that?
April Littlejohn. She does
April Littlejohn.
Yeah,
she was the director.
She does LA Horror Stories and some like crazy shows in Hollywood. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing with us all of those amazing projects that you're working on. I cannot wait to look at the ones that are already up, even more of them. And we are definitely looking forward to looking at the ones to come. So with all of this amazingness about you, you've got to tell us, Darius, where do your influences come from? That's like my final question, because I know that's just like everything.
Gotta know.
My influences are, I would say, like my drive and hunger. I don't know where it came. It came from something inside of me, and I believe like I was put here to do something.
Oh, totally. We're very spiritual.
But my compassion and humility and just caring for other people, my empathy comes a lot from my family and my mom, and everybody like that. So we always all just look out for people or look to help people, and that has gotten me this far. So that has gotten me out very far. Even in the industry I was in the nightlife industry, at least one thing that people can always vouch for is that like I was a good person to them, no matter what,
Yeah.
If they got in or they didn't get in.
Right.
But
I'm sorry. I was gonna make a joke.
do it.
Okay.
DJs, promoters, we gotta make jokes. He would come in with like 10 hot girls, make sure that they good. Sit down. You want a drink, girl? Okay, cool. Got you. Oh, you want extra ice?
It's like Image. Is it like Image?
Okay. All right, cool. You want 2 drinks? All right, over there then. Because we only have 2 bottles.
Oh my God. That's it.
I'm like, man, I wish I was those guys.
Okay.
But yeah.
Hilarious.
Okay, so that was like your spiritual influence. Where does your creative influence come from? Like you as an artist?
Me as an artist, studying under Susan Batson's studio, I use a lot of my empathy and feelings for other people to get to know a little bit about your characters. So I use that skill a lot. But I would definitely say like Oprah is like one of my biggest influences. I listen to her every day, different podcasts. And I just listen to just other people that she has on to get to just improve my spiritual mind. And I listen to people that just get my mind up. But Oprah is definitely, I have to say, the person I listen to and look forward to every day when I get my workout in.
Who are
That's
another
beautiful.
2? Like
Another
your top
2?
3, yeah.
My top 3, I would say Denzel Washington and Will Smith. Anything I can listen to, any piece of footage
They're
I can
great.
find.
Yeah.
I believe their words are true and it comes from a different place. And I wasn't as spiritual as I was in New York, but when I put all these people together, they all had one thing, and it was all like their spirituality. They all believe in. So I was like, I gotta give this a little shot. And it made me believe in something that you can't see, a dream that you can't see. My dream in my career. When you could believe in something that you can't see, you could believe in yourself a little bit more when the times get tough.
Definitely.
Awesome.
I got a question, man, about your process. I wanted to know if you ever did this, because when I was in New York, I used to utilize the subway.
Okay.
And the subway was where I got all my character work.
Wow.
I used to ride the subway and just watch people. Yeah. Have you ever done that? Have you ever or just take a walk down, Fifth Avenue or down in Times Square and just watch people? Because any character, any person, anything you want or need for any kind of work is right there.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that, or did they?
I took the train from Brooklyn to the city, but I would say the majority of my character development and relations I got to came from the nightclubs, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I met people from Germany to Sweden to Finland to wherever you can name it. I met people, Brazil, and I don't just like meet people and say, hey, how you doing? I like ask you, like, how's your city? How's your town? I learn a little bit more of every single person. So I could tell you how people in Germany, they're always on time. They're like this. They're very straight, but they mightn't be as friendly or like warm as people from like the Caribbean.
Right.
They're always late, but they will show up to you smiling. You know what I mean? And they're ready to have a good time. So you learn a little bit. If wherever you were at, you open your eyes, no matter what job you do, you could always learn stuff from people. You're just asking a couple of questions, you know, where you're from.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely. So with that, you know, how is your social media presence right now? Since you've been here 2 years, how's it going? How's that fan situation for you?
Oh,
you know,
man.
getting these roles and what? I know the ladies is like, hey.
I do the story a lot. I just feel like any post you have to like think of a caption and then like, this doesn't work. And I always have to ask my friend, what's a good caption? What did Drake post this week? You know, like it's something, you know, what's a Drake song? Or like, I don't know. Like I post like once, like twice a month. I mean, I turn away my followers. People unfollow me. But I do little stories, you know. And I was with my cast members last night in North Hollywood. It's still be on it. They were playing like guitar and country music. Everyone replied to me this morning, get out. Everybody's like, I'm like the only black guy there. They're like, get out. They're like, get out. So this morning I did a little stuff. I was like, look, hey everyone, I made it back safe. I'm in the city.
Why did they say get out? They thought you were gonna die.
The
movie.
Have you seen Get Out yet with Peel? Oh yeah.
Did it
Totally
just come
see it.
out?
No, it's been
See,
out.
if you were in Brooklyn in the summer, you get the bootleg.
No.
version, you know?
No,
That's where the guy walked with the phone.
From the Chinese lady.
Yes.
We gotta get out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So what would you want to tell them besides that you made it and you got out? But what would you want to tell your fans and people that are watching you about you and what do you want them to know about you?
I would definitely. I feel like I'm here to give. That's why I'm here on this planet. I'm here to give. I'm here to share. I'm here to help people grow and be positive. And everybody knows that around me. If you ever met me, so everybody who knows me, follows me, knows that I'm just here to give and make people feel better every day, feel more calm. That's it. Like that's all I'm here for. I'm not here to be famous or like whatever. Like whatever comes. But I'm here to share. I'm here to perform, and on my YouTube channel, 1000 Failures, you'll definitely get to see my process. I'll be real. I'll tell you, this is what you do in LA, move into LA. This is what you're gonna face.
Right.
And this is how your mind should be, you know, because it's a journey, it's a battle.
Definitely.
Can't wait for it.
So then what's as far as what's your social media? So you need to know where people can follow you so they can get a little bit of this backstory because you got a lot of good stuff coming up. So you got a little dressing room talk that you got to do on your stuff.
Yeah.
So where can people follow you and be able to connect with you on social media?
It's simple. It's just my name, Darius Marcellin, Darrius, and then my last name, Marcellin.
Just one word?
Darius Marcellin.
There it is. All right, Darius, man. Well, we want to say thank you, man, for coming out and blessing us.
You guys made it warm.
You
So
definitely
sweet.
got a lot. You got a lot of great stuff coming, man. I can see it in your eyes, and you know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be some good stuff from you. So you're gonna have to come back and let us know what's going on.
All right, for sure. It's been an honor.
Yo, Darius, I got to leave you with this, man. You said you study Will Smith. You said you study Denzel Washington. Let's take it a step back, brother. Let's get some Sidney Poitier up in there.
Hey.
Let's get some Harry Belafonte in there because that's where they got their game from.
Right.
Wait, I need to take a note.
Beginners.
Or I'm gonna ask you this later.
Yes.
Beginners.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Beautiful.
sure.
Yes.
You're right.
They got
you're
they got the Harry Belafonte studio over at Sony. You need to visit there. That's where Will Smith's office was over at Overbrook.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
go and look into that some more.
Yeah.
For sure.
The method. You got books for him that you can give him?
Which,
Tiz?
as far as for acting,
Acting, yeah.
No, I did a lot of Stella Adler. I did
Right.
Adler for the Soul when I was in New York. That's what I did.
Right,
So,
Yeah.
and then like I said, mainly everything that I got from just as you were saying, life,
Yeah, life.
real life,
In the
and
streets.
really just studying people. And, you know, in college I studied psychology, and I kind of used that, just kind of mounted
Yeah.
it all together. But you know, mainly it's just paying attention And the thing with that, as far as acting is concerned, the best thing to do is listen.
Right.
Because if you're listening, then you can react honestly.
Right.
So, you're very intent, and like I said, you have something in your eyes that's saying, I'm here, and you're a league ahead of a lot of people because 2 years and doing what you did, that doesn't happen.
Exactly.
That doesn't happen. So, be blessed in that. Be courageous and just keep pushing.
I will, man. Thank you.
One more question, Darius. I'm not gonna let you leave. do like what's the end of like what do you see this all going? Do you want to be a director after you clear the acting? I mean, do you see yourself like that in the writing field?
Yeah. So I had a taste directing recently. I did a documentary basketball series with Stephon Marbury.
Oh,
From
dope.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. He was one of my favorite guys growing up, and just teaching
Harlem.
kids in China
Yeah.
to play basketball. So he was here. I directed like this 10 chapter series on like the different skills on it, and just seeing that side of it was just really cool. And I mean, I would love to give my vision one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just, as it comes, I'm there, and I'll just do.
That's why I recommended to Sidney Poitier, because I mean he was the first black man to have his own like production company and in Hollywood, and first black man in Beverly Hills. So like yeah,
That was
I've
seen that, yeah. But
definitely.
let's give it up for Darius, man.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, you
Thank
do
you.
know though, before we go, I gotta ask Darius one more question.
My favorite.
Because before you go,
I'm
with
nervous
everyone that comes on, we gotta ask him, and I gotta ask you this: what is your superpower?
Empathy.
Empathy.
Oh,
He didn't
Darius.
even blink. He didn't even blink.
Empathy.
Empathy. I love it.
He's like an angel.
You got a fan here. You got a fan.
I got one more follower. That's all I want. One more follower.
Push like.
I'm not gonna
Push like.
post 10 times a day. I have one more follower.
There it is, right there.
Oh, you
Get that
really
hug
do have a
going.
beautiful spirit.
There it is.
Journey always meets the best people.
Journey.
What does that say about
Hey.
you, Journey? Beautiful meets beautiful.
You know what? It says that empathy is real.
It is.
Salute,
Darius, man. Let's bring it out for Darius. Man. Yo, check. We always say this, man. You're family now. Like you're locked in. You're family. So definitely come back when you get the new film.
Right.
You know, the Netflix series that's coming up. All of that. Definitely come back and check in with us, man.
I will.
Yeah.
Man.
We
You guys have
we
me on
want to
first.
win with
Give
you.
us a 411. Yes.
We definitely want to win with you, man.
All right. Thank you.
Oh,
All right, bro.
and
Appreciate
Tiz
it.
always has fun things at his house.
Yes.
Get on
can
his
do it.
event list.
Yes, VIP.
We can do that.
And you have two big dogs that barely bite.
I've never seen them though. They're always away.
They're usually on the
Yeah.
side when I want everybody.
Yeah,
Good
I'm up for
job.
the dogs.
All right, y'all. Trip Digital Radio presents LA Style Magazine. Darius,
Yo,
love you, man.
Big D.
Thank you guys.
We'll be back.
Marcellin.